It was a rainy Thursday afternoon in Manhattan. Streets buzzed with traffic, horns screamed, and people hustled through puddles. But Emma darted through it all on her fading red electric scooter, soaked from the drizzle, her old helmet wobbling slightly and her windbreaker clinging to her. Strapped securely in her delivery bag was a paper sack carrying 2 gourmet burgers. Her destination? Titan Tech headquarters, one of the most prominent tech giants in the country. Emma had no idea what chaos was unfolding inside that skyscraper. As she parked and jogged toward the entrance, something felt off. There was tension in the air. The security guard looked ghostly, employees whispered urgently, some pacing with wide eyes. She figured maybe someone high-profile had passed away, or there was an evacuation drill. But what she didn't know was that the company was facing one of the most devastating cyber attacks in its history, and no one inside had a clue how to fix it. At the front desk, she set the food bag down. "Delivery for Mr. Rowland, CEO," she said with a warm smile. The receptionist barely glanced at her, eyes glued to her screen. "He can't come," she muttered, tense. "There's an incident. Just leave it here." Emma frowned. "Is he okay?" "This is a huge order. 2 Wagyu burgers, truffle fries," he marked it as urgent. The receptionist finally looked at her. "You don't get it. We're being hit by ransomware. Hard. Everything's frozen, our payroll, client files, internal systems. We're totally locked out." Emma blinked. "Oh." Before more could be said, the conference room doors behind the desk flew open. A panicked executive stepped out, followed by a swarm of assistants and IT specialists. Faces were tense, some pale, others on the verge of tears. Phones were ringing endlessly. One technician mumbled, "We're stuck. Every trace is clean. There's nothing left." The door swung just wide enough for Emma to glimpse inside. There sat Mr. Rowland, mid-40s, wearing a crisp suit, hair thinning, staring at a massive screen pulsing with red alerts and codes. Everyone in the room looked like they were drowning in confusion and stress. Emma had made countless deliveries to corporate offices, but she'd never seen anything like this. Curious, she squinted at the blinking code. One line caught her eye, and her breath hitched. It felt familiar. She'd seen something like it in old hacker forums, deep in Reddit archives, and dark web dumps she used to explore back when cybersecurity was just a hobby. She murmured under her breath, "That looks like a KVA loop, modified." The receptionist turned sharply. "What did you say?" Emma backed up. "Sorry, just ignore me." But someone heard. A younger IT guy, mid to late 20s, spun around. "Wait, what did you say?" "I think it's a KV vault variation. Recursive lockouts, maybe a spoofed admin key introduced from the inside, not external," she said, hesitantly. The IT guy raised his brows. The receptionist scoffed. "She's just the burger girl." Emma raised her hands. "Sorry, I should leave." At that moment, Mr. Rowland emerged from the boardroom, voice slicing through the tension. "Who mentioned echo loops?" The young tech pointed at her. Rowland squinted. "You from IT?" She gave a tiny smile. "No, just here to deliver your lunch." For a second, the room was silent. Then, Rowland let out a dry laugh. "Well, maybe the burger girl will succeed where my $8 million IT team hasn't." Nervous chuckles followed. Emma didn't laugh. She adjusted her delivery strap. "If you want, I can take a look. I used to study cybersec. Never finished my degree, but I still follow exploit threads." One engineer rolled his eyes. "We're seriously going to let a delivery girl play with our core system?" Rowland rubbed his temples. "At this point, we've tried everything. Let her try. If she breaks something, maybe we'll get a fresh reboot out of it." A laptop was passed to her. She sat, hands trembling slightly, not because of fear of failure, but fear of what she might uncover. Her eyes locked onto the code. It felt like slipping back into a part of herself she hadn't touched in years. Within 30 seconds, she was deep in the logs. 2 minutes in, she spotted the fake admin key. For minutes later, she tracked its origin, an internal maintenance script. "There," she whispered. "Found it." The room fell silent again. The IT guy leaned closer. "How did you even see that?" They hid it inside a log sweep. Routine, but the timing was off. For minutes too early. Sloppy. Mr. Rowland leaned forward. "Can you remove it?" "Not safely," Emma said. "There's a kill switch. If it senses tampering, it wipes everything." "Then what do we do?" Emma took a breath. "If I can mimic the real admin's keystroke behavior and tweak the checksum on the fly, I might bypass it." "That's insane," said the senior engineer. "Even I wouldn't attempt that." Emma smiled slightly. Lucky I'm not a professional then. She started typing. Every second mattered. One wrong move, and they could lose it all. But she was focused, completely in her element. 10 minutes later, she exhaled. It's done. The alerts vanished. Systems blinked back to life. Data was intact. No one spoke. A coffee cup fell from someone's hand. Mr. Rowland stared between the screen and Emma. You just fixed it. Emma stood, shaking slightly. Rotate your internal passwords. Check the logs. Your backups are outdated, too. The receptionist poked her head in. Did it work? Mr. Rowland nodded. It's over. Because of her. All eyes turned to Emma. The silence felt heavier than applause. She still held the food bag. I guess you still want your lunch? Rowland gestured to a chair. Forget the lunch. Sit. We need to talk. Hesitantly, she did. Engineers now crowded around her, asking questions. The young tech guy looked at her like she was a rock star. How did you spot that pattern? Emma shrugged. I just recognized it. Used to analyze malware for fun. You're self-taught? Asked another. Mostly. I went to MIT for 2 years. Then life got in the way. Wait, you went to MIT? Rowland asked. Emma nodded. Full scholarship. But my mom got cancer. Insurance wouldn't cover everything. I dropped out to care for her. The energy in the room shifted. Rowland leaned in. You realize what you just did? You found the exploit, reversed it, patched our system, in minutes. That's not normal. Emma glanced away. You would have figured it out eventually. No, said the young tech guy. We were lost. But you? You went straight to the heart of it. You think like a hacker, but act like a shield, another said. That's rare. Rowland walked toward the window, thinking, then turned. You shouldn't be out there in the rain delivering lunch. You belong in here. How'd you feel about joining Titan Tech as lead consultant? Top-tier salary. Flexible hours. Full health coverage. Emma froze. What? You just saved this company from ruin. I'd be a fool not to hire you. She looked at the seasoned professionals surrounding her. I don't even have a resume anymore. We're not hiring your resume. We're hiring you. She looked at her hands that once only gripped handlebars. Okay, she said. But I'm keeping my hoodie. Laughter erupted. 2 weeks later, she walked through the same lobby. No burgers this time, just a lanyard with her name. Emma Sullivan, cybersecurity consultant. The receptionist who once brushed her off now smiled brightly. Welcome back, Miss Sullivan. Emma smiled. Today was her first in-office day since the incident. Her workstation was ready. Her title was real. Upstairs, the mood had shifted. Calm, focused. Rowland gestured for her to sit. We've done everything you recommended. But the hacker tried again. Twice. Failed both times. And the second time, they left you a message. The screen lit up. Nice counterstrike. Didn't expect that. Who are you, hoodie girl? Emma smirked. So I have a fan. Should we worry? Rowland asked. Not worry. Prepare, she said. She plugged into the system. Let's give them a decoy. A honeypot. Make them dance. Hours later, her trap was set. That night, she waited. At 2 a.m., it triggered. Someone took the bait. The duel began, her mind sprinting with every keystroke. The hacker was skilled, but she was better. After nearly 90 minutes, she had them. Bucharest, she whispered. She sent back one line. Next time, order a burger. You might learn something. Silence followed. The intruder was gone. The next morning, the office buzzed. People whispered cyber ninja. Emma ignored the attention. But she knew her story mattered. HR asked to feature her in a campaign. She agreed, on one condition. Focus it on people who go unnoticed. There are more like me. Geniuses driving Ubers, cleaning offices. We just don't get invited in. That quote went viral. LinkedIn, Twitter, blogs lit up with her story. One message came from her old MIT professor. Come back. We'd be honored. Full scholarship reinstated. Emma read it to her mom that night. Tears flowed. I always knew, her mom whispered. So did I, Emma said softly. A month later, Emma stood before a classroom full of girls from underserved schools. You don't need a degree to be brilliant, she told them. Just curiosity, guts, and the courage to speak up, even when they laugh. One asked, were you scared? Every single day, Emma replied. But fear means you're doing something important. That night, she returned home, no longer just a delivery girl. At Titan Tech, a new alert blinked. Emma leaned in. All right, team, she said. Let's dance.